what's up with you, man? What's good with you? First off, man,
chilling.
Please introduce yourself to the world.
It's WakeUpDez. Started making music back in 2017. Ben kept on going, never stopped, never will.
Okay. This is a segment I like to do called First World Problems. And basically my whole thing is I just like to put people in better positions. So man, I've just been reviewing your music. A lot of people have been prescribing your music to me. And man, just like you said, WakeUpDez. Mm-hmm. Just tell me the thought process behind your recent album.
Well, my most recent album is called Wake Up World. The thought process behind it, I wanted to put out, it's my longest album I have, it's 15 songs, so I wanted to really carry up my audience, make sure that enough content to listen to. But the main focus of the album was mostly more like a turn-up album.
Yeah.
Or more of there's a couple of songs that'll take you back and like make you just like lay down, think about something, think about somebody you used to like, somebody you lost, something like that. But most of it's good vibes, turn up, just like that.
So who do you get motivation from? Who does that, give me that artist or that person that just drives you just to make music?
When it comes to work ethic, I'd say probably along the lines of Chief Keef, and people are gonna wonder that, but nobody puts out more music than him. He constantly put out albums, constantly put out mixtapes, songs. He just always keeps the fans with multiple content and all that. So work ethic, Chief Keef, he's the GOAT. But my biggest influence, I had to be Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, Drake. Everybody already know the reasons, and Lil Wayne.
Okay.
GOAT.
So with Chief Keef, are you like, has he been dropping music lately?
He's been dropping music lately.
So you've been feeling it?
I'm on it. Like,
okay.
All of this stuff.
Me personally, like I remember the Bang 2, Bang 3.
Classic.
Yeah. But it's been a minute since I just sat down and just listened to Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Like it was that golden age when I was in high school. Like
2012.
Yeah, man. That's what it is.
I already know.
And like people, like when I listen to your music, who I think about and who I hear, I know you get this a lot, is Lil Uzi Vert. Mm-hmm. So tell the people, is that somebody that you try to sound like, or is it just natural?
Disregarding like the sound for a minute, I've been like told I kind of look like Lil Uzi, like for a long ass time. So
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that a little bit.
And I get it. I guess I don't really entertain it that much. It's cool.
Yeah.
But musically, I definitely rock with Uzi. His vibe, his mentality, and his like new style. Nobody's really sounding like that. But per se, I'm not trying to buy this sound or anything. I guess I am influenced by him because I did listen to him a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to make my own music, my own wave. But yeah, I definitely rock with Uzi.
Yeah, so what is your ultimate goal in this rap game? Let's say, like I ask artists this a lot. Let's say you was approached with a major record deal. I'm saying like 100,000, maybe even millions. Mm-hmm. Let's say you approached with that, get your family out of a hole, this and that, put your friends on the map, put your family in better positions. Would you take that route, or would you trust primarily in yourself and remain authentic and stick to independent?
So there's definitely pros and cons of both.
Yeah.
The independent route, of course, all royalties are yours.
Absolutely.
Your music is yours.
It's just harder.
It's harder. You can release music whenever you want to. Like you own all your content is your content. But at the same time, that means all your promotion is your promotion. All of your albums, you put them out by yourself. You have to put all the money behind it yourself.
Yeah.
Now, if you're if you're signed or something like that, it's flip flop. The music might not be. It's your music, like it's you on the beat, but you might not own all the copyrights to that song.
Yeah. You
might be making 15% of what you really. Let's say you're supposed to make $1,000 out of that song, you can make $150. Yeah. So, but the promotion behind it, with the label, is pushing it for you. Is a whole different game.
So, which one would you choose?
It is definitely circumstantial. Like, it would definitely have to be my fault.
Oh, you're fine.
It depends on the circumstances. If the deal is right, and I'm gonna read the small print. If the deal is right, I take the deal though.
Yeah. So let's say a major record label is watching right now, like currently watching this video, what would you tell them?
What I tell them?
Yeah. It's kind of on the spot question.
Yeah. What I tell the label, they came up to me. I mean, I'll tell them, I don't know if I would per se tell them to invest in me. Yeah. But first of all, it would have to be the label. I would have to know who they're signed and who their business dealerships or dealings are. Who are they messing with, first of all? See who's coming at me. Yeah. But at that point, if I'm messing with them and I feel their vibe, probably try to do some business.
Okay. So talk about the feedback that you have just received. Because you know family, like most of the family, they going to support. Most family going to support. But outside of family, talk about the feedback that you have gotten from your music.
I say 97% was positive and like 3% was negative. Yeah. But the 3% that was negative was stupid negative. Like they was
Talk about it. Yeah. Talk about it.
So like when I first started making music, I broke up with one of my girlfriends because like I guess she didn't want me to make no music. And it was one night, it's kind of a story, but there was one night she was with one of her friends and she talking about, oh, making music, that's not a real job, you need to get a real job or whatever. And it was a recording, so I put that on a song. Like I got the recording, put it at the start of a song, and made a whole like diss track. That was like 2017 though, that was a long time ago. Damn. But but other than that, feedback nice. The feedback good, everybody messing with it. I mostly hear like it's a whole new sound, and the energy I kind of put into it's not matching other people's energy. Yeah. Because I make it in my room, but it sounds as if it was made in the studio.
It does. Like when me listen to your music, I can just by listening to it, I would think that it's made in a professional studio. Exactly. And see, I didn't know that. Exactly. I didn't know you made it in your room. So,
my closet.
So what's the thought process? Do you have a team around that process helping you write, helping you production, beats like that?
Production, nah. Ain't nobody helping me with production. Writing the song, ain't nobody helping me. Yeah. Beats, there are a couple producers I do mess with. Like, I have a couple producers that kind of got me off the ground with making music. But when it comes to a team around me, like 24/7, trying to push my brand as a whole, it's almost solo. Okay. I'd say.
So let's talk about the album a little bit. How many songs are currently on the album?
It's 15.
Okay, 15. And how many body works do you have in all, including mixtape?
I got a Good Morning. That's the first album I ever released. And I released an EP called Daytime. And then I released another album with Yori. It was like a collab album. That had 10 songs. And that was called Dreams Before 5. And another album called Father Time. So 4. And then Wake Up. So 5 tapes, 1 EP.
So with this album called Wake Up World, do you think this is your statement album? Do you think like y'all need to wake up? This is my album. I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah.
So talk about the sample and talk about the thought process behind this album. Like how did y'all come together?
It really most of the songs were already made prior to me putting the album out. Yeah. So I took about maybe like 4 or 5 songs that were throwaways that I not remade them, but like they were in my email. They were throwaways. So I went back into them, put more vocals on them, maybe change a hook, remaster it, put on the album. But for the newer songs, I kind of almost scoped out the scene of today and tried to do the exact opposite of what I hear. So if I hear big bass boosted and screaming, and that's cool, like I mess with that, but I try to do the opposite. So I went on a couple of songs kind of lyrical, kind of gave you a different feeling, maybe there's some singing, rhythmic. Yeah. Try to give you a little bit of everything.
Okay. So are there any features on the album?
There's 2 features on the album. One with Yori, he live in Hattiesburg. We finna have a show tomorrow.
Absolutely, we're gonna get on that. Get on that.
Yori and Ron So Cold. He signed to he actually is signed, and he I don't know if y'all know who Lyrical Lemonade is with Cole Bennett.
I know who Cole Bennett is.
Yeah, he signed with him.
Okay.
So he was on the album too.
Okay. So with features, was that something you did on purpose, or you just wanted to keep it in house, like somebody I know, or did you reach out and maybe just didn't get the feedback that you wanted? How did that go?
On that tape, I only reached out to those two people, simply because it's Wake Up World and not Lil whoever World. Like I just wanted to be me. So yeah. But the people I did reach out to gave me good feedback, and they pretty sit it back pretty fast.
Okay. And we you talked about the show that you got coming up. Just will this be your first show? Okay. So talk about what you got coming up. Talk about the shows and maybe previous shows. Just talk about that.
Actually, well, I started doing shows 2018. Cause I didn't even do my first show until 2018.
Yeah.
Cause all 2017 was like straight SoundCloud rap, and that's kind of like how I grew some momentum. Then I started doing shows, but like the show I got coming up is in Oxford at Proud Larry's. It's gonna be so lit.
Give us the time.
It's at 8:00, but my set is it should be around 10:30, cause I go second to last and Yori go after me. But it's gonna be like 5 other performers there. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be lit.
Okay.
Up there.
Is there any nerves about the event?
Nah.
No nerves.
And there's a reason for that, actually. I think.
Yeah. What's the reason?
So back in my freshman year of college, they had my college, Southern Miss, had a B.O.B. come to.
Well, speaking of singles, I know a lot of artists get criticism for this, and some artists release multiple singles to live up for the album. Are you the type of person that you think you need multiple singles to live up to the album, or can you just drop the album and have the impact?
Depending on your name, you can drop an album, have an impact. But I think releasing solos to the album, before the album, and then maybe even a solo off the album prior to the album coming out, is its own promotion.
Yeah.
Like, it's like promotion without even having to promote it. It's the song itself. So if you're not putting out solos, and then you expect people to, if you're not putting out no music, for instance, and then you expect people to gather around and listen to 10, 12 songs, and you've never even heard their voice before, what makes them think they're gonna stay?
Right.
You got to give them a reason to try to climb that ladder, listen to your music, tune in.
Okay. So do you have a team behind it? Do you have like a promotional team, like a manager in a sense?
I do have a manager.
Okay. So how does that, like, how did you guys meet, and how does like that just enhance your career?
You know what? I was thinking about how we met like 2 days ago, and I can't think of it. I don't know how we met, but he cool. He actually stay in Oxford too.
Yeah.
But he my manager and he my videographer.
Yeah.
And we done a couple shows together. We've been to Nashville, Memphis, a couple places in Mississippi. Yeah, he definitely the one. He good with promotion, Instagram wise, YouTube wise, but mostly he's more concerned with labels. Because there's a lot of social media stuff going on. So the span of people, like for instance, you got a span of, well, let's just say, even it's more than this. Let's just say 30,000 social media stars or whatever. You got 5,000 people joining the label. So which one you gonna try to cater to? Once you get to the label, you might be able to connect with the people on the social media platforms. Yeah. Rather than trying to be a star, a social media star. Okay. So if you get connection with the label first, you might be able to grow more. That's his way of thinking.
Okay, I love that concept.
Yeah.
So what is we're gonna go back to the feature thing. Right. What is the feature that you just want? Like that you just need that feature, like your dream feature in a sense. What is your dream, and who is your dream feature?
My dream feature, I'm not gonna label this as my dream feature exactly.
Like this can be a reach out too.
Yeah. Right. You're right. I'm gonna go ahead and just say, and he knew, like, it's not even like no dude who been doing this. Yeah. It's I don't know if y'all know who Trippie Redd is. Yeah. But and the reason I rock with him so much is simply because he from Ohio, and I came up in Ohio like for at least 10 years. Yeah. And I know exactly where he come from. I know exactly what he's talking about and him being like the same age or he's like a month older than me. Yeah. That's the type of feature that I would love, because I know we can get in there and rock it. I know we could get it and make something crazy.
So you're not originally from Mississippi?
I was born in Mississippi.
Okay.
I like moving around a lot.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was born in Jackson, then moved to Ohio, then moved to Nashville.
Okay. So with the project that you have coming up, did you do we have an official name for it?
My official name for it cannot be released at this time.
Trust me, I understand. Trust me, I understand.
Yeah.
Do you basically with this project, do you see yourself making EPs in a sense, like giving the people maybe 6 songs, 7 songs here and there, or do you see yourself doing a full project every go around from like 15 to 17 some songs?
I think I learned a little bit off putting off my last EP when I put out my last one. So the thing about EPs is it's not an album, it's not a mixtape, but it's not a solo either.
Yeah.
So you might have 3, 4 songs, so you gotta kind of know how to approach that and how to promote that. Because you only have 3, 4 songs, it might be too long for one person to listen to it all the way through because they don't feel like hearing it, or it might be too short if they want to hear a whole album.
Yeah.
Which is a weird problem, but it happens.
Yeah.
So when it comes to putting out EPs, I think I'm just gonna stick to because I already got my experience putting one out. So I think I'm just gonna keep on putting out solos. I think the best way to gain engagement is probably put out a solo a week. Put one song out every week, and you will gain fans.
Okay.
Plain and simple.
Being consistent.
Consistency.
I like that.
Like when I first started, I was putting out a song every Sunday.
Yeah.
On time. I don't even do that no more. I need to, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm starting with my podcast. Like I just started back, and I was on a 3-month break with that. So I'm trying to be consistent every Thursday morning. Mm-hmm. So with you from Mississippi, so talk about the people from Mississippi that are making a wave in the community.
Yeah, there's a pretty good wave in Mississippi. There's a lot of slept on talent.
Yeah. Simply
because it is Mississippi, and nobody really knows about Mississippi or comes here.
Yeah.
Or leaves here. So so it's like, but it's definitely some good talent around here. Especially in my area, people I surround myself with. Artist named Yori, like I've mentioned a couple times. Fado, he go here, Southern Mississippi. Antonio, Peppy B, they're all gonna be at this show on tomorrow. But they're all grinding, all doing their thing, trying to put out music as consistently as possible. And I see they gaining traction. They have their own group. I'm not in their group, but that's called Crew Music.
Yeah.
So they doing their own thing, trying to promote themselves. Salute to them.
Okay.
Straight up.
See, me personally, I'm trying to reach out to more local artists and just interview them, put them in better positions, just try to get their music out there.
Right.
But yeah, when you plan on staying in Mississippi forever? Like, is that something you plan on doing?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
So when you officially leave your print, your legacy on the culture, what do you want people to remember you by?
Damn, he snapped. I can't believe he was rapping like that when he was here. And now he gone on to bigger and better things. Like, I just seen him the other day in the cafeteria chilling. Exactly, I just seen him chilling. Now he in, cause I'm going out to eat. My next movie that I got places to stay in both Nashville and Los Angeles. So once I make that move, even before I make that move, I want to make sure I financially support and can handle that, of course. But yeah, I want to leave behind a little bit of legacy. Nothing too much, but a little bit of legacy. That'd be nice. Okay.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
this is something I like to do called First World Problems. And this is WakeUpDez, man.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
We recording? Oh, we recording.
We love independent women. Wake up in the morning on time, handle business. Pretty every minute, dotting every sentence. First on the beat.